Hi Cancer, welcome to Ashestolovetarot and welcome to your September 2025 tarot monthly reading. So we're going to be looking at everything that is you, Cancer, for this month, September. So we're going to be looking at your overall energy, like just your energy generally, and we're going to be looking at your love life and your money, as well as your health. And when I say health, I don't just mean your physical health, Cancer. I also mean your mental health, your spiritual health, your emotional health, okay? And then we're also going to be looking at your work as well as your spirit, because we have to check in with what your spirit needs. And then, of course, advice from spirit. And then we're also going to have a look at what is the most important thing that you need to know right now. So let's get started with your energy generally for September. So Cancer, you have this fussy. Okay, so I'm also going to be clarifying and getting more info with the tarot. So also do keep in mind, Cancer, that this is a general reading. So if the messages are not resonating with you, don't try to make it fit. It's okay. It just means I'm not tapped into your energy this time, okay? So your energy generally this month of September, Cancer, is fussy. So, you are basically wanting and ready to see the results of your labor. You are ready to see the fruits. You are ready to see the abundance. You're ready to see what you've been these flipped weird, so we're gonna put them back. You're ready to see basically, like, what you've been giving, what you've been working towards. You're ready to see what all that hard work got you, right? So the bottom of the deck, you have this 10 of Cups, and then we have the 3 of Swords in reverse with the 5 of Wands, in reverse, and then this Empress. So Cancer, you it's like you're feeling good, but with this fussy, I feel like you're just impatient, okay? So you've been through some stuff in your life, okay? Like when it comes to your love life, when it comes to people that you've trusted, is like you excuse me, it's like what it's like to feel like someone ripped your heart out and kicked it off of a cliff. You know what that feels like. But you're better now. You have memory of those horrific feelings and events, but it's like you've healed, or you are healing. It's a process, but you're not, with this 5 of Wands in reverse, it's kind of like you're at peace, okay? Like you're not battling yourself mentally. You're not in conflict with other people. It's like you're just at peace with this Empress, okay? You're at peace creating. You're feeling very fulfilled. You just feel like the sky's the limit and you can do whatever you want. You can build towards whatever relationship you want. You can have the life that you've been dreaming of. Like you see potential in how you can reach it. Like you're feeling very optimistic. At the same time, you are feeling fussy, like with this, like, look, this 30 breaks down to a 3, which is the number of this Empress, the number 3, right? So you really are just in this energy in September. You're just building and creating, and being loving, being, it feels calming, but you're just keeping an eye on what you're doing. You're keeping an eye on the people around you. You're keeping an eye on your investments. You're keeping your eye on your love interest. Like you're not a fool, you're not naive anymore. And it's not that you're jaded, because with this Empress, you're definitely, it's not a negative, jaded type of thing. It's just a wiser kind of thing. So you're wiser now, so you've learned the art of give and take. You've learned that it's not just you giving, that you're also supposed to be receiving. So now it's like you have no problem giving again, loving again, sharing again, but you're not about to be nobody's fool. Like you are paying attention to how people are receiving and what they're doing with your gifts. Your gift of love, your gift of time, your gift of, monetary gifts, like whatever it is, you're paying attention this time around, Cancer. So with your love life, you have this intuition, okay? So there is something where it feels like, Cancer, it really just feels like you are ready to make some kind of move and you feel like time is running out, okay? So whether this is you or your person, okay, it's like you or your person knows that as I stop shuffling the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So it feels like you and your person knows that it's about time. It's time to do something. We saw that Empress. Now we're seeing this Ace of Cups. So whether it's time to, if this is a newer love, whether it's time to confess feelings and love for each other and, become a thing, become exclusive, or whether this is a relationship that you've been in a while and it's now time to like, hey, put a ring on it, where's the ring, or if you're already in a long-term relationship, you already got the ring and now it's like, hey, it's baby time, it's time to make a baby, so whatever this is, Cancer, it just feels like you and or your person just know that it's time. You feel it, you have the intuition, and it goes back to this fussy energy, right, where it's kind of like you're looking at what the fruits you're bearing, is it time to harvest? Is it harvest time? And then after we harvest, what are we doing with all of the things that we've harvested? How are we storing it? How are we sharing it? What are we doing with it, right? So it's go time. And as I stop shuffling, you have this Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you and your person definitely see a gorgeous life together, but one or both of you definitely feels and knows that it's time to get moving on something, okay? So then you have this combat when it comes to your money, okay? So Cancer, when it comes to your money and this combat with fussy, it feels like this Knight of Swords, flew out. Okay, so it feels like you are just going after something aggressively, okay? You are not playing about your money. So if somebody owed you money, you're letting them know, like, hey, it's time to pay up. If you've been at your job a while, you're letting them know, hey, like, you know, I've been here a while and I do a great job, like, I need a raise. It's been a while since I got a raise, okay? So yeah, it's like bottom of the deck, you have the devil. So it's like September, you are a little bit obsessive when it comes to your money, okay? Whether that is how you're getting it, how you're keeping it, what you're doing with it. But either way, it's like you're not looking at going out, spending money on entertainment, like, and with this King of Swords in reverse, it's like, yeah, you are harshly cutting out people, situations, like whatever is you feel like is keeping you from fattening up your savings account, fattening up your investments. Like, you are, like I said, mercilessly cutting out what you need to cut out, okay? You're all about, you know, your money, like being frugal, like I said, how you're getting it and keeping it. And it also goes back to this fussy, like, you truly are, like, you know, and with this intuition that we saw earlier in your love life, it really feels like, yeah, you're saving, you're planning for the future. Like, you're really, like I said, you have the like your eye on the prize about something, and you understand that it's gonna take like, you want a safety net, you want a safety nest. So you're not playing when it comes to your money. September. And then you have this health, which is ambition, right? So like I said, Cancer, when we're talking about health, we're not just talking about physical health. We also mean spiritual, mental, emotional health, okay? So with this number 4 and the word ambition, like we've been saying, like, all you're focused on is, you really are focused on just the betterment of your life. So when it comes to whatever you have to do to take care of your body physically, whatever you have to do, whatever you have to learn, whatever you have to read up on, watch some podcasts, take a class, even talk to someone professionally, whatever you feel like you have to do to learn on a topic, like whatever, however high the mountain is, however rough the road is, it's like you're willing to put in the work because you want to be the best version of yourself. So for example, if say you have some kind of trauma from childhood, or say you know something about a generational something that you kind of notice, you know, is a repeating pattern in your family, it's like you're deciding you are ending the cycle. So if that means you speaking to someone, or you buying some books on the subject, like however it is, you are, it's like your money, your mental, your physical, your love, everything is like you are focused on your future and making it a beautiful future. So when it comes to your work, you have this laziness, and it came out with resistance. So when it comes to your work, so Cancer, if there was ever a time where like you're just at work and you just didn't care, you were just like this time, it's like you are resisting that. Like as I stop shuffling, we have this 9 of Cups. It's like this time you're resisting that. You're creating change, because you see the value in your workplace, because hey, that is how you're gonna make money to continue to build, to get this wish fulfillment, this life you want, this future you want, right? So you are resisting being complacent at work. You know, you're taking the work life a little bit more seriously. And then for your spirit, we have this action, and it is this number 1, which is that energy of the magician, right? And then it looks like a chariot. It looks like the chariot card, right? So it's like you are taking action, and it feels right. It feels like this is what you were meant for. This is the life that was meant for you. Like, you want it and it wants you. It feels right. You're ready. You know, whatever you've been needing to heal to get to that point, it's like you have healed it, or you are taking the action to heal it, and you're putting in the work. It's like you're daydreaming and fantasizing about the life that you want, and then you're taking action. So you're not just sitting on your butt, you know, dreaming a dream. It's like you dream your dream, and then you get up and you're shaping it into reality. You're building the life that you want. So you're finding ways, Cancer. Like, wow, this is incredible. So let's get, what's the most important thing you need to know right now, Cancer? What is the most important thing you need to know right now? You have this bullying and persecution. Bottom of the deck, it says easiness. So what you need to know right now is, if there's a person that has been making you feel less than, that is constantly trying to point out whatever your flaws are, or whatever they think your flaws are, just, of course, ignore, right? Look, like with this easiness, it feels like looking into that mirror, right? Looking into that mirror, going within and remembering like who you are, and remembering that your self-worth, your self-value, your self-esteem comes from the self. No one can dictate to you how to feel about you, the self, but you. Like, you are in control. You are the director of your life. And Cancer, if this is you doing this to yourself, because on this card there is this number 9, okay? So if this is you doing this to yourself, the same thing apply. Look in the mirror, look at yourself, look at not just your external, but your internal. Look at all the beautiful qualities that you have, you know. So if you ever start telling yourself anything negative, anything any of that more negative mental chatter, just like, you know, as I had stepped dealing the cards, shuffling the cards, this 3 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck again. So it really goes back to you pulling those swords out, right? And we saw earlier, you know, when the first 3 cards we got, we saw earlier you had the 5 of Wands in reverse with this 3 of Swords in reverse. So you are healing, Okay, you are doing a beautiful job, but healing is a process, right? And some days are better than others. So Cancer, on those days where it might be a bad day, or those excuse me, or those negative thoughts try to creep in again, just be kind to yourself, take it easy on yourself, okay? Remind yourself of all the wonderful qualities that you have. Like, do this exercise. For every single negative thought that you have about yourself, think of 2 good qualities about yourself, okay? So every time you have a negative thought, think 2 positive thoughts, okay? So let's get you 1 card of advice for September. 1 advice for Cancer for September. And you have this, give it to God, and then at the bottom of the deck you have create. So once again, Cancer is the things that you can control. We see over here that you're taking action and you are creating, okay? You are creating the life you want. You're making it beautiful. Like, you're taking action. We see that. And for the things that you cannot control, give it to God, give it to Spirit, let it go. Be easy on yourself with this card, easiness. Be easy, be gentle on yourself, control what you can control, take action with the things you can take action on, and the things that you cannot control, just let it go and let it be, Cancer. So that's what I have for you. So if this resonated with you, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for the love, and I will see you next time. Bye.